The following podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing you hear is meant to expose, reveal, or discredit anyone because none of it is that serious. In fact, none of it is real. Any opinions, statements, or topics are purely for comedic and fictional purposes. We also encourage you to try this at home. But just know, we are trained professionals who absolutely don't give a f***. Enjoy the show.
It's shiny as fuck.
Hey,
though.
bro, y'all boys just keep talking. I just want Alex to give me a thumbs up. What that thumbs up means we're rolling, but y'all boys keep talking and I just...
Hey, wipe your forehead, dog. Your shit shining.
I ain't
Like
gonna
you
lie,
got a bald
last time they say your face was greasy. Bruh. But it's not, dog. Yo,
Hey, your shit look shiny, though.
just go ahead and do this, though, Killer. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Put the thumb back up. Hey, do the thumb. Hey, do the thumb, bro. Do the thumb. No, don't do it with your sweater. Do the thumb.
Oh, man.
Sam, do like this, bro. Look, do like that.
That's what I'm saying.
There go the thumb.
Alex.
I feel like I just went like this.
Alex, talk to me. We good, Alex?
All right, we ready?
Yep.
Starting with the white camera. Ready, and 3, 2.
That one.
I don't like that. That's some bullshit.
Yes, sir. You ain't greasy? You good?
That's crazy. That's some bullshit.
Oh, man. Hey, listen. Lit Talk Podcast, man. What's going on? Episode 3. Episode 3. We here. I got the guys with me. Danny G in the building.
Yo.
I got Sam in the building.
Yup, you already know what it is.
And myself, man, the host, one and only Meech, man. We here. I told you guys, episode 3. We made it. Actually, I wanted to share this, guys. I want to share this with you guys that I seen a little research. So they say 90% of people, right, who makes a podcast don't make it to episode 3, man.
No.
We in the top 10, y'all boys.
Nigga, we made it.
We in the top 10,
Damn.
y'all.
We made
in the
it.
top 10,
Crazy.
bro. We made it episode 3.
What they
and
doing, though? They can't make it to 3
They're not
episodes?
consistent.
And what I learned, consistency is key to everything you do in life.
Everything we
Facts,
do, man.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So we here, bro. Episode 3. I want to appreciate everybody who supported. Listen, subscribe on YouTube. We at 99 subs.
99 fucking subs.
99. But we need one more, make it 100. We just need one. Just one.
We're on the road to 150.
On the road, coach. We hiking. We're hiking. I ain't gonna lie.
We up there. We
climbing
up going
there.
peak.
Feel me? Also, please subscribe us on Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Podcasts. You think I'm saying? We on all platforms. If you don't want to see no visuals, you just want to hear us out. Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple Podcasts. Y'all tap in with us. You know what I'm saying? So we here again, episode 3. This is a good episode. I feel like I feel the energy. But my man Danny G is having a rough day.
God damn, boy. Listen.
Yo, one day made up for your whole week.
Listen, man, I'm calling it Meech. Boy, we on time today, 3:15. Make sure you good. Whoop, whoop,
Yeah,
whoop.
you was though.
I was on
You
beat.
was. Yes, sir.
I go to the liquor store, get the bottle. I'm going back to the crib to take a shower. The car done gave out on me.
No.
So I'm doing everything in my power to get here on time. Shit, still couldn't get here. I get to the damn rental car place. They ask 1,000,001 goddamn questions.
God damn.
They want your
actually use about
insurance.
two credit cards, huh?
They want your insurance. They want to know where you work at. They want to know a second address. Whoa.
They
I
want
just
all
want to
that.
rent
Just
a
for you
car.
calling me, huh?
And I still, hey,
That boy the Chrysler
it's my
200
apology, man.
right
We
now.
drinking out of solo cups, man. It's my apology.
No, we good, man.
They say when life, that shit really be lifing.
And listen, and we did talk about that on the last episode, Coach.
Yeah, life was life in this Friday.
You know what's so funny though? Before y'all came, we're talking to Alex and Josu. Speaking of Josu, he is in the back, man. BTS in the back right now. We spoke about how the road to success, your car has to break down some way somehow. That has to be the story.
So I'm gonna tell you this.
What
you say about God?
My God,
What you say about God?
God is different though.
No. Check it. So as I'm going, when my car broke down, I'm going through my day. But I had to say a prayer on my way here.
Okay, all right now.
Cause
Talk to
boy,
me, huh?
listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. I thought they were trying to take me out the third episode. I say, boy, listen, we
it's
was
like
just
that.
talking about the third episode. They trying to take me out.
Broski.
I say, Lord, whatever you got going on, man, just get me to the third episode.
That's it. That's it.
Get me to the third episode.
And listen, I told you when you called me, I said, listen, bro. Just anything you need, bro. Just let me know, bro. Let me know. But you're here though. You made it.
I'm here.
You think I'm saying? Hey, as you can see, he got the other shirt right now for the merch. Navy blue, right?
Yeah, navy blue. I'm in all colors. We
boy holding
repping
it
the rock.
down.
Yeah, he was really 10 toes when he was talking about all type of colorful shirts and stuff like
I
that.
told y'all I'm coming with every color. Every color gonna match the socks.
Jesus Christ.
Every color gonna match the socks.
You kidding
You
me?
see it?
Nah, I respect
Every
it,
color
though.
gonna match the socks.
You gotta respect it. That boy Brandon on our shit. You feel me? You branding it.
No, he is.
I
though.
respect it.
But I'm here, so third episode, I made it. Thank God. I prayed about it, and then we're gonna set it off.
Amen. So Sam, so what's good with you, man? What was your days looking like? Your weeks? Well, weeks, not weeks, but your
Man.
week looking like?
My week was good. I can't lie. You feel me? Everything went smooth. Your boy hit. It's not an ad for Hard Rock, but your boy hit. You feel me? On some first quarter points, so I can't complain. I ain't hitting like some niggas in here though, but we gonna be humble. You feel me? We gonna be humble. But one thing about it is, unlike these niggas out here fake selling locks, unlike them niggas, I don't cuff.
Hey, you know what? You know what's so
I don't
funny
cut.
though? Like in the beginning of the whole Hard Rock thing, a lot of guys was coming out, even the females too. Though they had the logs down packed.
Bullshit.
Yo, that shit dried out pretty quick.
The locks they was charging $100 for one.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Oh, you guarantee you gonna hit?
Those them and them tall niggas, top scammers right now.
You said who? You said a toll?
Yeah, you know them people that be calling you or text you, say you owe toll money, then you gotta pay.
You know what? That makes sense because I've been getting a lot of calls and text messages about that.
Listen,
I'm
if
not
it
gonna lie about
don't
that.
if it don't come in the mail, it's not true.
You is so right about that, bro. I really be getting some text messages, y'all boys.
If it's not in the mail, it's not true.
Nah.
But it's so funny because I be passing through toll all the time.
Nah,
so
the thing about it is motherfuckers out here know they owe some toll, but they owe you owe money on toll, and they them boys faking like they come to get you.
But see, that's
nah.
the thing. These yammers, they fucking smart, man. These yammers, they know everybody going through the same situation.
Duh, we all owe toll.
We all owe tolls.
We all owe
You think
toll.
I'm saying? I know you about like 2 bands deep, right?
Well, I'm glad they don't stop your driving. Hey, I'm glad they don't suspend your registration for
What?
No,
Man, listen.
no. Hold on now. If it's like in another county, like E-Pass, because I remember I was going to Kissimmee, and I went through E-Pass. I came back months later. I was trying to renew my registration. Yo, you got a $6.19. Hold, buddy.
$6.
$6. Yo, that shit held me back.
I'm glad I only traveled through tri-state. Tri-county shit. Palm Beach, Broward, and Dade. I ain't going no further than that.
Bro.
Because
Yeah,
I need
bro.
to keep track of where they charge me at.
Nah, bro. E-Pass, go through E-Pass if you want to. They're going to charge you. And if you don't pay them, they're going to hold you back. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden you ride around dirty. You didn't even know. Dirty. Dirty, coat. You get pulled over. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You're like, damn, my shit suspended? You never know. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's all good though, man.
Ozzy didn't know, boss. Ozzy is trying to get to my destination.
Boy, you crazy as hell, man. So listen, man. Today we have a couple topics today.
Some good topics.
Good topics today. We want to definitely talk about a couple of them. And there's a couple that's pretty serious, right? Yeah, boys, you feel me? And we might get a little backlash, but hey.
That's what we here for.
That's what we here for. Let's
If
talk
you ain't
podcast.
potting, you ain't doing shit then.
If we ain't partying, you ain't doing nothing, coach. All right. So we're gonna start with this first one right here, right? This is about women right here at the age, you know what? Not even at the age, but over the age of 40. Are having more kids. They having more babies than teen moms.
No.
Speaking of teen moms,
Wait,
remember
teen
back
moms?
then? You remember back then on MTV?
What it
Wait,
was, 16
hold
to
on,
pregnant or
hold on.
some
We
shit?
don't want teen moms though. Do we want teen moms?
No. First of
we
all,
don't want teen moms.
I'm not a big advocate with teens
we don't
having
want no
kids,
teen moms.
but they're saying that women over 40 are having more babies than teen moms.
Yes.
How you guys feel about that? Like, where's your mental with
let me
that?
see. I think the specific statistic was like
Oh, there's like an actual number.
yeah, it was nearly 1 in 50 births is being by someone over 40. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, coach, I like old women, so I don't know.
my gosh. I mean, like the Cougars, he like to tie the Cougars up.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't want no cougar. I want a jaguar.
What a Jaguar.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you on the Jaguar.
But what's the difference?
I'm gonna tell you the difference between a
Jaguar
Cougar
and a Cougar is a big difference.
It's a big difference, man.
One faster than the other. I'll tell you that, but
Damn. So you want a Jaguar?
If it comes down to it, I'm having babies from a jaguar.
Jesus.
But would jaguar be 40?
So that's the question I was about to
I said
ask you though.
45.
45.
A cougar would be starting from what?
So wait, so tell me, so y'all boys don't respect like the woman clock?
Nah, shit.
Y'all boys, oh hell no.
Listen, at the end of the day,
Look at this man talking about
it's
the
a-
woman clock.
at the end
'cause-
of it, hold up. At the end of the day, it's a miracle.
It is a miracle.
It's a miracle and a blessing.
You is right. You is right. I mean, I don't know the scientific, things behind all that when a woman over 40 is having birth, but that conscious clock is ticking for them for sure, 1,000%. Probably that's why I think a lot of them are having babies at 40 because 20s they probably living, 30s they lived, but probably at the same time in the 30s they'll
30s,
like,
they
what?
still partying, trying to find themselves.
But not even that too, but also too they tried. It probably didn't work out.
Or 30s, 35, be heartbroken. Dude, I'm broke their heart. Now they say, you know what? I'm gonna wait till I'm 40, 45.
You think women out there saying that? Like, I'm gonna wait till 40 to have a child?
No, they saying I'm when I'm stable and financially, mentally, and physically. I ain't gonna say physically too tough because but at the end of the day, they want to make sure they're
Was that
ready for the
having a child though?
the birth of a child.
No, I agree.
But then again, I feel like these 40-year-olds looking 35 now.
So
And,
40
and
years.
back
new
to what we
40s.
said, and back to what we said, the new 40s look like the 20s.
You think 20s? I say 30s.
Nah, like 35.
Oh, but where y'all boys shopping for women at?
Yo, ass in the fountain of youth. I see
It is.
the fountain of youth.
That's exactly what it is.
Hey man, so I ain't gonna lie, I'm
You'll
going
ta-
for the old
you
heads.
going for the old heads?
I mean, yeah,
and
I mean-
I'm the old heads doing it.
Ain't
I
high
agree with you though,
witness.
because I like my wine aged. I like my steak aged. You think I'm saying it? You feel me? Seasoned. Not just seasoned that you
You
slap
talking
on the
about
grill.
complete season or Lawry's?
When you
Because seasoning can be different. Because sometimes you get a
Hey, listen, we ain't talking about no just salt and pepper now. No.
Salt Bay, but Salt Bay. Let's go Salt Bay. Salt Bay was
Nah, sprinkling of salt. Nah, we ain't no. I don't want no sprinkle.
Oh, okay.
You think what I'm saying? I need all seasoned, coach, marinated. You think in the fridge? You know what I'm saying? When you pull it out, it's tender.
Nah, I'm sorry, fellas. I can't go that old, man.
What you mean?
I can't go that old.
So you,
man.
so you like them young?
No,
Well,
of age.
of age.
of
Yeah,
age.
Of
Yeah,
age.
yeah.
We know, but we saying is you don't want the 40 Bay.
Nah.
I don't want
real?
the 40 bay. If I'm 30, give me the oldest I would want bay like 36.
You still gonna be paying for
35.
wigs, eyelashes.
What you mean? 40 bay not gonna want that?
Nah, 40 Bay. 40
You
Bay.
sleep. 40 bay. 40 bay
older
looks 30, fellas.
No,
Think
it's
about
not.
it.
It's not. Okay, you can say the look, but it's the mental though, man. Like
Okay.
a woman in their 40s, they already established. Let's say they got a job or whatever. They should be up there in the sense of promotion wise. You know what I'm saying, and things like that. They should be striving in their life and career, whatever it is.
So you think a woman in a 35-year-old woman and a 4-year-old woman don't want the same things?
No. No.
Nah, it's nah. Life hit a little bit different. You know.
You think so?
Oh yeah, for sure. Do you want the same thing at the age of 21 and now?
That's a 9-year difference. That's different. I'm talking about 5 years. That's
Well, but still, okay. Well,
Okay,
25
5 years.
The maturity level could go up in 5 years though. If you really look at it.
based off
'Cause
experience.
I don't want to be in a club no more at 40. At 35, I'm still out here trying to,
you think so?
trying to pop fans and shit.
You know what? I can see you.
Nah,
I can see you at the
I
age
can
of
see
40.
y'all niggas in the
patching
club.
up. Y'all was patching for a bottle at the age of 40.
Niggas ain't doing that.
Yo,
Hey.
Niggas is not doing
what
that.
you mean? Yo, what
At
you
40,
mean?
at 40, everybody got their
See,
own
but
bottle.
okay, let me stop you.
But we're not even drinking like that at 40. That's nothing.
Let me stop you. Check it out. 35-year-old woman. They at the club. Girl, let's party. Let's see if we get one of these dudes to get us a drink. They party, they vibing.
Yeah.
40-year-old gonna say, man, we don't want that. We can get our own. So I want the maturity level of it. I don't want the what it is, millennial, Gen X, Gen Z.
Gen Z.
I don't want that mentality. So therefore, when I step out of line, that 40-year-old gonna say, hey, what we doing?
Yeah.
Nah, we don't need that. We gonna get our own.
Yeah. And also too, I think the 40-year-old, still carry that old school vibe too. You know what I'm saying? I like the old school vibe. I'm not gonna lie. Traditional way. You dig what I'm saying? Come on now. You can't miss that out.
Sam, they gonna have Sam watching the baby while they go party. The 40-year-old gonna say, go ahead, baby, go relax a little bit.
Oh man. No, you're right.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind watching the baby while she go out.
There you go.
There you go. There you
They
go.
don't like that. They don't,
There you go.
Coach. You
They
know
don't
what?
like that.
So to segue from that topic, we gonna still keep it with a woman. You know what I'm saying? We do have a lot of ladies attending to our podcast and stuff like that.
Shout out to the ladies. Man.
Shout out to the ladies one
Shout out to
time,
the
man.
ladies.
You think I'm saying happy?
I thought we'd have low key. I thought we'd have had more guys, but it seems like it's
Whoa.
all right.
children. I'm saying I thought we had more male viewers,
Okay,
but it seems like it's 50-50.
it is 50-50 though. I'm not gonna lie. So let's segue from the topic though. Let's talk about when it come down to women and enhancement, right? And what I mean by that is,
They love
does asking a woman to see her without her hair, her makeup, does it mean that you can't afford her beauty upkeep?
I'm gonna keep it clear. I love a natural, honestly, natural woman. So seeing the natural hair, the natural nails, the natural eyelashes, because motherfuckers' eyelashes like this. I want to see everything natural. So do I mind paying? Nah, I don't mind.
Okay.
But I prefer to see you plain Jane. Everything just look nice. If I can see you plain Jane, I don't mind paying for everything else.
So let me ask you a question though. When it comes down to plain Jane though, would you like to see that as a first impression, or is it when she has the makeup and the hair and stuff like that, you rather see that after the fact?
I'm gonna say this. You always want to put your imperfections. You always want to fix yourself before you see anybody.
Okay.
Because if I meet you in the club, I'm gonna see the maid you. You know what I mean? So therefore, when it's time to wipe that shit off, take the eyelashes off, go to bed. That's what I really want to see.
That's what you want to. Okay.
But everybody want to doll themselves up, so I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I want to see the natural beauty.
So I'm saying though, so let's say by you telling that to a woman, hey, baby, that wig or weave you got on, baby, I want you to take it off. Also that makeup too. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take that eyelash off. And she come back to you and say, hey, I feel like you can't really afford me then, because you complaining about my hair and makeup.
So she's saying because you want to see her bare face
and stuff
you're
like
afraid.
that. Not afraid. You just can't afford.
You just can't afford
her beauty upkeep.
the makeup price?
Makeup price, hair price. Because I mean, we could go ahead and break down what's the hair price. We ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying, but we know that. But
So
it's
I'm
just,
saying, so basically, I would ask that woman: is that something for us to think about when we meet a woman? Like her maintenance price?
I mean, you're
But
right.
that all comes. That comes with the territory. At the end of the day, when you go look for that brand of woman, you have to understand that that's gonna come with the territory.
That brand of woman is correct though. I like the way you.
But
put
you said
though.
that brand woman.
When I say brand, I mean if
That
you
means
go.
the mentality or looks. What you
No, I'm saying in the sense of if you go look for that woman, perfect example. If you look for an Instagram chick, an Instagram model, you gonna pay for that. You know that always got to be the glam, the glory.
I get what you're saying.
Okay, I got
That
you.
has to be made up. Then you get you a regular Joe Schmo, nice woman that she put on light makeup. Whoop whoop whoop.
Yeah.
It all budgets itself out. So you gonna pay for what when she take that off. You are gonna be looking for your girl. I'm like, damn, I just met her. Where she went at?
So wait, but are you saying the regular girl don't look as good as the Instagram model?
I'm saying if you get an Instagram model, that's what you're gonna pay for.
Okay, but Instagram model is saying what? Mentality or looks? That's what I'm trying to get down.
I think it's both though.
It's both, right? It's both.
It's
So
both.
the regular girl is what? The good looking one, or like I'm saying, like
The
looks
regular
wise?
girl is who don't mind their imperfections. Everybody wants that.
But
that,
does she look as good as the Instagram model?
She can. She has potential to, but But that's not her focus though. You know what I'm saying? That's not her insecurity that she has to hide with makeup. You think I'm saying?
Sheesh, ooh, ooh.
So no, but no,
Drop- nah,
you know what I'm saying? But
Drop bombs, kid. I'm real with you.
But no, it's just like because that's a lot of ladies on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole cliche saying of doing it for the gram. You know what I'm saying? Doing for the likes and views and stuff like that. They have to go down that rabbit hole in the sense of I gotta put this makeup on. You know what I'm saying?
look good.
To look good because if I slip up, they're gonna expose me. You know what I'm saying? If they see my imperfection, they're gonna expose me. If they see what I see in the mirror every morning, they're gonna expose me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you just said, like if you want that IG girl, you have to keep up what she's doing, bro. You got to keep up what it is.
and don't look at it like you paying for something because you knew what you was getting yourself into.
Facts. You can't be that crab ass nigga like, man, what you mean? I ain't got 200 on me right now. Oh, bet. So she could find
It's
another
crazy
nigga.
because it's crazy because somebody was telling me they paid $300 for eyelashes.
300 for eyelashes is stupid.
He said it's stupid.
It's just stupid. I ain't gonna lie, that's retarded. I'd rather go.
But at the end of the day, if that's what she used to, I ain't gonna lie, and this is just me. If 300 gonna make you look like a real human and not like that elephant, what's the elephant on Sesame Street? If 300 gonna make you look more human than that elephant on Sesame Street, I'll be able to cut the check.
But look, what you say to the regular females that still have high like keep up with themselves. You feel me? They not Instagram models.
So what's
Like
considered?
the ones
I'm
a
saying
nurse.
Okay, so what's considered as a high maintenance? If they're not,
They
if they're not
their
high-
hair still costs $400-$500.
Okay.
They eyelashes cost $150-$200.
Well, I'm glad that goddamn nurse. 'Cause
that is expensive though.
I'm just
but,
saying,
you going
like they
it's-
maintenance don't change.
I think the difference is those regular, let's say those those women who put the time in, like they work, right? Versus those Instagram girls. I think it's more so like who appreciate it more. You think I'm
But
saying?
they both want the same thing.
They both want the same thing, but I
You
think
think the
one
better
one
thing
is
watch you pay for that?
one holds value and one doesn't.
yeah, one holds value,
Oh,
one
okay,
doesn't.
okay,
You think
okay,
I'm
okay.
saying? The
Oh, I get what
Instagram,
you-
yeah,
oh,
the
okay.
Instagram girl,
It's just a-
she just wants that from you.
That's just
And
a
call it a
throwaway.
day.
That's a throwaway.
Right, it's just a throwaway, right? But the hard working one, a 9-to-5 female and stuff like that. Yeah, she do want the same thing, the nails and hair and makeup done, but she gonna be very appreciative about that. You think I'm saying? Like she's not gonna be ripping through eyelashes left and right every day and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
One week, hey, my hair drying out. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. They want a new wig. That's the Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
You get the nurse. Hey, I'm gonna just wear this a little bit longer. I got you.
Put them twisters in there. Put them twisters in there.
That's gonna be 2 or 3 months. So you good?
You're good. You better save that money. You better go ahead and save that bread. Come on now, because you know in 2 months that bill coming.
That bill coming.
That bill is coming, coach. You know what I'm saying?
But I ain't gonna lie to you. So I don't know if Sam on PR stunts or whatever, but he been doing a little PR shit lately.
What PR stuff I've been doing?
So you telling me at any cost you gonna cut the check to keep the upkeep?
Nah,
Over
I never
Instagram.
said that.
But you trying to make sure you going down that narrow that street.
No. Okay, nah, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. But okay, this is what I am saying though. If I do something like if I meet a female and shit, we ain't gonna go after something that don't look bad, right? We're gonna go after something that look good. You feel me?
Facts, yeah.
So you see she look good and you get it and she gets serious and you find out that you gotta chip in for her hair and whatnot, that's not a problem. It's the issue.
So when it comes down to the chipping the hair thing, or chipping for anything, what's the time span about that? Like,
We gotta be locked in.
locked in, right?
Yeah.
So like, let's say
Don't meet me 2 weeks ago and say I need $500. It's not happening. It's
No.
not happening.
I'm sorry.
It's not happening.
I'm sorry, but
Let's be real. Cause at the end of the day, you look at it. Yeah, we're gonna say you ain't gonna cut that check in 2 weeks. Granted. But when you meet that one, and we always say, oh, I ain't cutting no check, I ain't cutting no check. But at the end of the day, when you take a motherfucker out to eat, when you go party,
Nah.
they gonna find their way to maneuver.
That's
But you
different,
gonna find
though.
your find your way to maneuver. Cause the eating, wait, hold up.
We
listen,
both eating.
Listen,
both
listen,
having a good time.
hold up. And that's granted. We gonna party. We doing this.
Right.
But she gonna see that check you cut when we was eating. She gonna bring that shit back in your face.
Fam.
Well, you ain't got no problem cutting the check. For,
I would rather pay for a $500 meal and do what I need to do than give her $500 straight.
no, she gonna automatically think you gonna get that to her every time you ask her. Cause you already cut the 500.
It's not just that. It's just that at least out of the 500 that I done spent, I got some sort of satisfaction, out of it. You feel me? It's
So
not like
I ain't gonna lie. Say what y'all want, but I want to find a chick like Ocho had. He took her to McDonald's and she was happy.
yeah, but guess what? Guess what?
You talking about real estate?
Yeah, but guess what, nigga? That cheetah face female looking, she want that bread now.
She want that money.
She want that money young now. Ain't
She
no
want that
McDonald's
money.
out, nigga.
She got on that man platform, and now she don't know how to act, bro.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Who got her there?
Yes, Ocho did, but it's up to a woman to be like, "Hey, babe, listen, that's not my place."
Bro,
though.
once I see the freckles, I knew it was something.
It was something up.
Yeah, man, those freckles.
Yeah, man,
I
like-
can't trust that. You
Bro,
can't
like,
trust-
yeah, as a woman, like, especially if your man is so like dominant and prominent in like, you know, social media, media period, bro. You know, just stay away from the light, bro. Just stay away.
That's Ocho Cinco.
That's
Come on, bro.
Ocho. Ocho.
That's not
man.
no regular nigga that went to the NFL and just retired, bro.
So he from the crib, so he could do that.
It's not
But you know what? Okay, you know what? So listen.
So he from the crib, so he could do that.
No.
I
No.
plead the fifth. I plead the fifth,
We
man.
is not finna give him that car though. But
Okay.
so how about this, right? Speaking of niggas from the crib, right? Well, we're talking about niggas who's not from the crib. This is the thing right here, and this shit right here, bro. It slapped me left and right, homie. I was surprised. How do y'all feel about out of town guys that's cuffing the hometown eaters? Like, my take about that is, it's a female fault, right?
What you mean?
It's because the females don't like to present their past like that. Now, Don't get me wrong though. Should you present
Oh,
a
I
past
get
like
what you're
that?
saying.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
Should you present your past like that?
But-
Male or female? And that's up to you. But we are seeing a reoccurrence, a cycle of these out of town guys who's not from Miami or Broward or whatever the case. Nah, fuck that. Who's just not from Miami, period. They cuffing these hometown eaters, bro. How y'all feel about that shit?
I find nothing wrong in it. I think everybody should find
This
love.
guy's an out of town nigga. Eaters.
Well, hold up, now. I ain't trying to sound. I'm not
Hey,
trying to
I feel
sound.
I feel like that's me being at a buffet complaining that a nigga get too many plates, bro. You feel me? Hey, these eaters gotta get cuffed too, bro.
I'm not trying to
Love
sound
is
like.
for everybody.
I'm not trying to sound like Steve Harvey. I'm not.
How does Steve Harvey sound like?
Steve Harvey have so many empowering words for women and
Think like a man.
You don't like that shit?
think like a man.
You like that shit?
But I'm gonna say this: they don't know what we know.
right.
So it's vice versa. So I go to another town. Not saying me. I promise I'm not saying me. I'm not like this.
It's all right, you ain't gotta tell him.
No,
But
it was him.
You good.
that's just like I go out of town.
It was him.
I go out of town and they want to cuff me.
They want to cuff you,
Out of town
female.
female.
Yeah.
Say I'm from the crib. Motherfuckers know I ain't no good, but she done cuff me.
Right.
That's right.
It's vice versa.
It's vice versa, but it's different.
Nah, at the end of the day, bro, I'm not trying to sound like Steve Harvey. Once again, I'm not trying to sound like Steve Harvey.
It's different though.
Tell me the difference. Because at the end of the day, we one and the same, right?
Yeah.
We both eaters.
Yeah.
We are both eaters. I'm gonna repeat that.
Both eaters, both hoes, both
Well, it's
manglers.
double standards, man.
But at the end of the day, they don't know what we do here. I go up there and be Tyler Perry.
See, I think guys hold females to the fire more than actual guys, bro. Like, if we go ahead and see Eater right now on our phone, and you see her out of town, they could go ahead and cuff her. We as guys gonna be like,
God bless her heart.
what the hell is going on?
God bless his
bro?
heart.
And listen, 9 times out of 10, she didn't tell him. You feel what I'm
But
saying?
you can't also lie. You also be thinking like, damn, you know what he experiencing. You know why he cuffed her.
because he think that
Hey, but
he's
'cause
the
we-
only one getting it.
Right.
Hey, it don't.
We sitting back talking about her. Like, boy, that nigga just don't know. Boy, my dog and I had to slap in the mouth last week. He kissing in the mouth in public.
No. These retired eaters,
but-
though. These retired eaters, they done left the city. They
I'm gonna
went
tell
to
you one
another
thing.
city. They
One
started a
thing-
new life.
See, that's
What
where
you
you
gonna
go
tell
wrong.
him? What's
That's
that?
one thing you go wrong. A eater will never stop being an eater.
Hey,
You
man,
can't come
nah,
out. You can't come out of
can't say
retirement.
it.
It's no way you coming out of retirement.
So you telling
you
me
can't retire from
if
what you
a
do.
Eater, so you telling me if an eater get married, she can't just put down her jersey like niggas do it.
It's just like having a 401k. You got to wait till that time limit up if you gonna say it like that. Where you made enough money or whatever you did
Yeah.
to put your jersey up. But at the end of the day, it is a double standard. And I'm not.
is,
And
it
I'm not.
is.
I talk my shit when I'm right, and I talk my shit when I'm wrong. I'm gonna talk my shit.
See, that's the way you should put it. It is a double standard. It's not vice versa.
Yeah.
It is a double standard for sure. Because like I said earlier, we hold females to the fire when you know that they have a past history and they go ahead and met with some other guy that we don't know from a can of paint, and all of a sudden that now they cuffed up, now all of a sudden they married, X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Living
like
happily ever after. Gotta love it.
till death do them apart.
That's
You
right.
feel what I'm saying? Or till eaters do them apart. You know what I'm saying? So it's just,
Once again, I am not Steve Harvey, and it's a double
I mean,
standard.
no,
It's a
we-
double standard to it, and I'm going to stick to my guns.
All right, you know what? Let me ask you a question then. How about that? How
Go
about
ahead.
this? You know what? You want to talk about this tough guy, Steve Harvey shit. How about this? An out-of-town female, let's say she from New York. Your type.
your type.
Your type.
Dark skin.
Hey, whatever.
White toes.
Listen, and guess what? Y'all build a connection, build a bond, and you really fuck with her. She really fuck with you. Like, and she doing everything in the bedroom. Why? Because she's an eater, she's experienced, she's doing it all, and you loving it. And not only that, y'all got a bond. You feel me? Like you loving it.
Come on now. Go
So
ahead.
and then you get the info that from whoever, somebody say, yo, I got a cousin that lives in the Bronx, and yo, she done fucked the whole building.
Are you
What are
keeping
you
her?
doing?
Are you keeping her? Like the way she made you feel is like no other
Y'all got a connection, bond.
connection. And you know what?
It's
We
been
gonna-
about a good six months.
bingo 7 months, almost a year. Good bond, everything like that. She is your type, and she has everything in the
Baby,
book.
I love you.
You think I'm
You
saying?
my everything.
Yo, she is everything in the book from page 1 to page whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you get the information, coach, and you be like, damn, she did what?
She not from Miami.
Are you still keeping her? Let me know. Or you gonna be like, man, baby, I gotta let you go because you done tainted my reputation.
He's stuck.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a wifer.
You gonna wipe
Thank
her?
you.
Yeah.
Real nigga.
I can't lie
Real
because
nigga,
whatever
real
y'all
nigga.
experience, a woman can give themselves to Christ. And you know, forgive me,
you.
but at the end of the day,
Hey, man, okay, that's
Yeah, she's a born again virgin.
there we go. This is a
I
brother
have
right
to,
here, man.
I can't blame her for her past. And I'm gonna keep it player.
Yeah.
I can't blame her for her past. You know, that's the past is the past.
The past is the past, yes,
So let's move forward
for sure.
and rectify. Let's get rid of the eater stage.
Yeah.
So therefore, we gonna work this out.
So, guys, for the people who listening, Danny G has a cape at home. I don't know where the cape at.
Boy.
I'm rest saving for her. No, man, that was just a joke, man. But I'm gonna be honest. I can't put her past
Real nigga.
into the
Bro,
future.
I'm no kizzy, homie. That is my biggest fear, bro.
You would have dropped her, huh?
That's my biggest
ain't
fear.
shit, bro.
Listen,
You ain't shit,
listen.
man.
You know what's so funny? Like so in high school, right? 11th grade. So I had a chick in 11th grade,
Oh, fuck.
right? And she was cool though, right? Everybody.
She was an eater. Oh, my God.
But see, that's the thing though. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Listen, 11th grade. That's when I really popped into the scene though. You know what I'm
God.
saying? So, got with her, relationship and everything like that. That's when the story started coming upon. Like, hey, like she was doing
Did
this.
anybody, them boys, nobody tell you?
Nobody didn't tell me, but
Y'all boys fucked up for
they
that.
green- they green
y'all
as hell,
nigg-
though.
Hey, y'all niggas green for
but
that.
it was outside entities
Yeah, I know.
that was
If
telling
you
me
know,
like,
you know.
hey, X, Y, and Z was doing this back in whatever grade and stuff like that. So,
What
mind
was her
you,
past?
it was her past though. But mind you though, I'm coming up on the scene though. I'm you know what I'm saying? Like Meech is coming up on the scene. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. The book, was it 48 Laws of Power?
Mind manipulation.
Coach, you have to protect your reputation at all times. like, hello.
If you don't stand
Hello.
for,
You
if you
have
don't
to protect your
stand,
reputation at all times.
if you don't stand for nothing,
He
you'll
thought
fall for
about it.
anything.
Coach,
And
I
you
thought
started-
about it.
And people started building respect for you. And you said, hold on, my first lady cannot be this.
Can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We can't walk into the White House and you're an eater. I'm
No
sorry.
way.
We can't do it.
No way.
So guess what? I had to drop her, coach.
Hold up.
I respect
What happened?
it.
You
I respect
can't.
it.
What's that?
Nah, I
I'm
gotta-
gonna say
you
this.
gotta
I am
respect-
not.
But no,
Steve,
but no, but-
I am not Steve Harvey.
But no, but talk about
At the end of the day,
Okay.
at the end of the day, if your feelings into it, you can't judge what everybody else says.
But hold on, but hold
See?
on. But see,
See? That's what I'm talking about.
But see, but this is the difference though. Like I told you, I was in 11th grade.
Yeah.
I was 17 years old in 11th grade.
So you, but hold up,
building his mind- my mind is
you don't
different.
even mentally you don't even know no better yet.
I don't, but I know not to come for either though.
He's building his past. You gotta think about it.
You think
This
I'm
is him
saying?
talking. Imagine what his story would have been. Now,
Now,
he didn't
now,
change.
of course, now, what I look into in a woman is, of course, like, what I like. So now, if you do have a past, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, we too grown for this.
I don't really care about the outside nose like that too much.
But in the past,
But it depends about the past too. Though. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like, let's say like if you met a girl and like you cuff her and then you found out like let's say she on OnlyFans
oh,
and she's getting rammed on or whatever.
That's tough.
being at the big age that we are
Once
now.
it's on camera, I can't do it. I can't do it.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
If I never seen
Stop
it,
right there, homie. Like, yeah, we're not gonna do that.
it's
Coach.
like the
We
Ray Rice
gotta-
video. Once I seen it,
It's over.
it's over.
But at that time,
Publicly,
okay.
if you're out there, then we're gonna have a discussion.
Coach, what? Okay, okay.
You want to discuss?
You want a discussion?
What you going to discuss?
My nigga going to therapy. I fuck with you.
You
my
feel
man.
me? I'm
I
going
like
to
that.
therapy about it.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna
Because
go
at
therapy
the end
about
of the day, listen.
I respect that.
See,
I respect
honestly,
Can't say nothing
we
else.
can't judge a woman on their past.
No. We can't really. We
So
can't.
if she don't,
We can. So I'm not gonna say
you
that, bro.
can't
Both.
because
It's
at the end
both.
of the
Why?
day, you fall in love. You fall in love.
You know, right now we're building. In the future, right now we're building our past. So if you would have did some outlandish shit right now, 10 years from now, we're gonna say the shit that you did right now.
And it's gonna be a joke. We're gonna laugh about it.
Nah,
you
but
do- you do got a good
you-
point, though.
Depending
We
what
are-
it is, what if you caught a body?
Whoa,
That'll be forever in
You
your
see what I'm
past.
saying?
Whoa, coach.
Exactly. So
That'd
you gotta, your past does matter.
Yeah. But you know what? Okay, so how about this, right? In the sense of, like you just said, like earlier about, you know what I'm saying, a female loving you and stuff like that, and she make you feel great and whatever, X, Y, Z. Now she has you on cloud 9. Right? You like, man, this girl can't do no wrong to me, no nothing, whatever. I'm going to support her, X, Y, and Z. Are you the type to crash out for your girls?
No.
Even though you're deeply in love or whatever it is.
Yeah, no.
You ain't crashing out for you.
Well, I'm gonna crash out about
not say
respect.
that.
Respect, yes,
at
sir.
the end of the day, if anybody disrespect my lady, I'm crashing out. No understanding.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Because
wait.
at the end of the day,
I'm confused.
I'm gonna crash out either which way about respect. Anything else outside of that, you got that.
So when it comes out of respect, though, there's a lot of ways that people deem to look at respect. Respect could be another guy looking at your chick. I mean, my bad. Disrespect could be for another guy to look at your chick. Disrespect could be, touching, of course, things like that. So what in the sense of respect, what way that you are crashing out for your girl?
Listen, when a dude look at my woman, in my head, I'm playing a song. I be feeling like the man when I walk through. Because at the end of the day, you can look at it all day, and I know I got what I got.
Yeah.
As long as you don't put your hands on it, I'm good.
Hold on.
Because
Well,
now,
yes,
new era is I'm hollering at a chick, not me. New era is I'm grabbing her.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't on that type of time.
You're doing too much.
You're doing too much. So this is my time to crash out.
Got you.
But when you
it's
look
just
at my
too
girl
aggressive
and you
of a
like,
grab.
That grabbing too aggressive, coach.
when I see you looking at my chick, I be like, okay, I'm
Well,
working
hold
with
on.
something.
Let me clarify something. You said crashing out for your girl. You mean like if another dude do some disrespectful shit
Basically,
while you with her?
but that's the thing though. When it comes down to disrespect, it depends on you. What's disrespectful for you,
Oh,
right?
okay.
That
So,
will cause you to crash
like,
out.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, anything physical.
Physical.
Yeah, anything other than physical, I'm
Right.
good. I don't
You
care.
can't say physical because physically I'm looking at your girl
No,
as
that's
she walk
fine.
by
No,
the whole entire time.
okay, no touching.
Can't touch.
You could look. I admire. I like when you with when I'm with a female, and niggas like breaking their necks, like looking like.
Yeah, like
I like that shit.
I got one.
Yeah, I like that shit.
I got one. But apparently, there's a lot of guys that's not capable of understanding that though.
Nah, I ain't tripping.
You know what I'm saying?
One thing
I know,
about it-
I know you guys in the news.
When
with
dog just got off.
yeah, dog. Of course, I don't know the names or whatever, but you had an individual with two guys. One of them, both of them was at Walgreens, and with his old lady, and the other guy was in the line and stuff like that. And Buddy, I guess apparently was looking at his chick, and I guess the chick kind of basically didn't like that. You think I'm saying? The guy, kind of, approached him like that. Like, what you doing, homie? Like,
Wait, so the chick went to tell her dude?
no, I mean, they was right next to each other, but stuff like that. He was just, I guess he looked at a chick though. I mean, and
I don't feel like that's that deep.
It was, testosterone got to the highest level as much as possible. Then, You know, one gonna say I got it on me, the other one be like I got it too.
And it all plays a factor though. It's like it plays a factor of what you let your girl walk outside with. Like y'all together.
Nah,
you,
that don't-
you hold up.
You can't
In the sen-
police your girl, bro.
I'm saying it in the sense of if she walk outside in BS clothes, then you gonna get that look.
Bro, it depends what's her body figure. She walk out with a sundress on and she thick. Niggas is breaking necks.
You taking the words out of my mouth. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
So therefore, if you let your girl walk out, if her body is just naturally fine, can't get mad.
You can't get mad at it now.
Depending on what you let your girl walk outside in, you can't get mad.
Exactly, yeah.
If your girl is gorgeous, you can't get mad.
You can't get mad at that.
When
That's
you let
why
your
you
girl walk
wear it.
outside and bullshit, that's your fault.
Exactly.
You expecting people to look.
Yeah.
But if your girl just nice and hey, just play the song, I be feeling like the man.
Nah, facts. No, I agree. I agree with that though.
Nah,
Like,
you right.
If my lady go out, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, she's showing her curves and body like that, just know, I know that makes her feel comfortable. That makes her feel good and stuff like that. And also make me feel good. Like, okay, cool. You good and you're comfortable in your own skin. If niggas is watching you, that's cool. Now, of course, it's gonna get crazy when them boys start grabbing a hand, grabbing a shoulder and stuff like that. Trying to
And
talk.
that's when the crash out begins.
Yeah.
That's when
the
that's when you gotta really step in. Like, all right, you know what, homie? Yo, I gotta check you.
You know why?
Uh-huh.
Dude's mom never taught them nothing.
Dude's moms.
Yeah. Because the daddy's happy, but my boy, you got your woman. But the mom will always show a guy the respectful way of approaching a woman.
No, for sure. Definitely. Because it's a lot of guys out here that is very, very disrespectful, and they don't care, though.
That's why I'm crashing out.
I think it's just aggressive. Like we all like not we, but the generation just aggressive.
Wait, hold on. Is every different? My generation, we ain't. I don't think we
Yeah, I
grabbing
forgot,
arms
bro.
like
This
that.
nigga, man.
When you say
grab-
generation,
we ain't
like,
grabbing
that's
arms
what
like
I'm
that.
saying. Like,
That's y'all.
Nah.
I could have sworn, though, I seen you at Studio 183rd grabbing arms.
Man, I knew her already. I was just letting her know I was in the building. I was just letting her know I was in the building. I already knew her.
Oh, man.
So
that's
we kick
very
it like that though.
crazy.
Like, and that's what it was though. Like I ain't grabbing her arm. I knew her already from the past, and it was just like, yo, we
Oh, what's
here.
good?
That was it. It wasn't nothing outside of that. I'm beyond that grabbing arm shit.
That's crazy, man. I ain't gonna
Once
lie.
I make you smile, I make you laugh, we go together.
Oh, like that easy?
That easy.
That boy crazy. That's a good game, though. You know, all the ladies like a good laugh, though. I ain't gonna hold you. So,
Hey, don't
Laugh
take me as
about
a
these
joke.
draws. That's what you do.
Yeah,
Laugh
we
about
do.
these draws.
laugh on their drawers, though. That's what it is. And they socks, too, huh?
Leave the socks on, babies. If they ain't white toes, leave the socks on.
No way, Jose. That's crazy, dude. All right, so listen, man, we're gonna switch it to the next topic, of course. But you know what? Meanwhile, we're gonna segue to Humano. Humano.
Yeah, shout out to Humano,
Shout out to
you know,
Humano.
Bro, we
So
should get
we-
an ad for this, man.
Yeah,
Like,
we
sponsors or some shit.
humanoed up.
Yeah, you need to call the guy, bro.
It's about 3 episodes back to back.
Deep, 3 episodes deep. Come on now, that was point. That's a lot. Whoa, you good?
Straight. I told y'all life was life in the day.
Life was laughing, but you ain't gotta put your life
This
away,
one day,
Right?
this one day of my life destroyed the whole week.
You see
though.
that?
That's crazy.
But I kept my faith in God.
See what we got to start doing? We got to start checking in with each other mental health. That's what it is.
For sure,
See?
though, man. For sure.
You
And,
going
and-
through
and
all
that's
this?
real. And that's real being and I'm gonna keep it 1K. That's real being black men in America.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
You go through all this in one day. Don't say nothing to nobody.
Yeah.
Because we taught to hold that shit in.
See?
Yeah, we have to reverse that mindset though. I'm not gonna lie though. As a black man, in the society that we live in, bro, you have to reverse that mindset, dog. Because a lot of guys, young guys, especially the younger version too. I mean, the younger generation, they holding it in. They tucking under the rug.
Bro, there's a lot.
You
I'm
know
not
what
gonna lie,
I'm
the
saying?
young generation, they get it in all areas because of social media shit.
Social media is
That pressure,
killing them.
That pressure,
It's
boy.
killing them. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I wanna say rest in peace to Karen Lacey,
Yeah, rest in peace to
the
that
receiver
boy.
from LSU, who I guess I'm gonna say allegedly
Yeah.
committed suicide
Yeah.
after he was on a pursuit
In Houston.
Texas. You know, when it comes out of that though, I know for him, he had the whole world coming down on him. You think I'm saying? He had the whole world coming down. I think just before that, he was in a car accident that led somebody death. You think I'm saying?
To his death.
No, not his death, but somebody else's death. Like months ago.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, months ago he was in a car accident. Someone else died from that car accident, and he was going to go on trial and stuff like that.
Wait, do we know?
XYZ.
Do we know why he was getting chased?
So apparently, whatchamacallit, he was, I think he had an argument, with his girl or whatever it is and stuff like that. They pulled out a gun. He shot the gun. He discharged the gun
come on,
onto
bro.
the ground. So, so I think what it is because he was already in some deep shit already. Mm-hmm. And by him doing that, it was even deeper, and he felt like he probably couldn't get,
Out of it.
you know what I'm saying? So he discharged the gun to the ground, and he left. They called police, but he left. You feel what I'm saying? They pull a bolo out there from him. They pull a, be on the lookout. Somebody, police officer was about to do a traffic stop and stuff like that, and he hit it. You feel what I'm saying? He went to go and hit it and stuff like that, and within the chase, he got in a car accident, and when the officer got to the vehicle, he basically unalived himself.
Allegedly.
But there's other stories saying that they let that happen. They let the crash happen.
What you mean they let the crash happen? How
So
they let
this
a crash
is the
happen?
part. So his attorney has spoken about it, saying that there was something about a car that was in front of him. They could have stopped him.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? But they just let him go.
Allow him to do
They
it.
allow him to do it and stuff like that, XYZ. So, but going back to the mental health part about it,
You think the police officers heard the shot? If he,
what you mean heard the shot? Like,
because if he allegedly shot himself with the gun, did they hear the?
they probably, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows when they come down to the sound effects or
I'm gonna
something
say
like
this. I'm listening to it, whatever. That's why we got to know our boys, our situation. So therefore, we have to check on each other's mental health. If you my homie,
that? Yeah.
I know what you're going through because now you're talking different. You moving different. You acting different.
Facts.
So therefore, come holler at me.
Check in.
Because at the end of the day, when we go north of South Florida,
Right.
into those upper north states, whatever we go through, racism's still alive. So allegedly he killed himself, but we never know.
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, either we're gonna check on him, and we know if we know each other, we're gonna check on each other's mental health.
Yeah.
And if I hear you talking different, acting different, I'm gonna check on you.
Ask questions.
Or if
Come
you
have a
know,
seat.
If you know somebody going through something, because sometimes we know somebody going through something, and we all going through something. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But sometimes we know somebody going through something more deeper or whatnot. You should check on them. And
gotta ask questions to
Yeah,
your dogs.
because-
You know what I'm saying? Especially if
Especially
you know.
these young kids, bro. These
Yeah,
young
bro.
kids, bro, they not. Well, let me not speak down on them, but I know it's harder for them because they got a microscope on them and they got a bigger light shine on them with the social media shit that they got to go through that we ain't have to go through.
Facts. Now I agree.
That's why at the end of it all, let's I'm gonna conclude it with this. A lot of us in our culture, we don't have that father figure to go to. So guess what we do? We go see videos and all this other bullshit.
Right.
So we don't have nobody to lean on for mental health. We don't know it's okay to go call somebody and be like, yo, I need to talk to you.
Right.
So therefore, every day, every so often, I check on my guys and be like, yo, mentally, physically, and emotionally, where your mind at?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, life's, and we don't know what he was going through at the moment. So that's why mentally we always have to be there for each other.
Definitely,
because
got to.
at the end of the day, we ain't got a golden spoon to go spend $100K just to say, okay, I feel better now.
Yeah. No, definitely. I
We
agree.
go through mental trauma differently from everybody else.
Everybody go through different trauma
So
for sure.
where we stand is where we stand, but at the end of the day, everybody needs to check on their guys mentally, emotionally, and physically, because we don't know what we go through at the end of the day.
No.
Like today, just for something small. You know what I mean? I was frustrated the entire time. Mentally, I was on edge.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, damn, here we go again. Not knowing everything else that falls in place.
Yeah.
Now my car just broke down. Now I got to get it towed. Now I got to get it fixed. Now I got to get a rental car. Man, at the end of the day, mentally, I'm drained.
Yeah.
Right.
In the next moment, somebody pisses me off, I might flip.
You want to flip? Yeah. No, you're right.
So therefore, let's mentally check on one another. At the end of the day, total it all off. Mentally, physically, and emotionally, we need to check on our people.
For sure. For sure.
So that's how I feel about it. You know,
Even,
we don't know
even
what,
that friend that you think is the strong friend that don't need that check that friend.
man. I heard this saying real quick. I heard the saying off Pivot. The person that's always smiling, always trying to keep people up, always trying to do this, make everybody else smile, is the main one that really have the most trauma.
Yeah.
But he's always making somebody smile. He's always doing this. He's always doing that. But deeply inside, nobody's calling and checking on him.
Facts.
Yeah.
So therefore, with that situation, I ended with that saying though, like, we don't know what caused it, but at the end of the day, he probably experienced something that somebody could have helped him with, or they did it to him and just called it suicide.
Granted, his NFL career was gonna be over because I don't know how old is he, like what, 21?
24.
He's 24. So if he would have probably did like 3-4 years, you know, he probably wasn't gonna be able to get back in the league by then. His time would have passed.
Yeah.
So his NFL career would have been over with. But he's a young kid, probably would have graduated from LSU. I think, right? He would have still had a degree.
Of course, yeah, for sure.
You know?
Definitely.
But it's unfortunate that
That's a great way you concluded right there. Mental health is definitely very important, man. So for everybody out there, man, listen, man, if you got to tap into with somebody that you love, somebody that you can talk to that's not judgmental about your situation, man, please tap in with them. You know what I'm saying? We tired of people, well, not tired, but we can't really afford for people to be down out here, especially suicidal and stuff like that, man. So definitely tap into the people that you love. Tap into the people who's not judgmental, you know, about your situation. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to wrap it up with episode 3, Lit Talk Podcast. Again, people, subscribe to YouTube. We had 99 subs.
I need to fucking subscribe, bro.
99 subs. We need to
It's
make
free.
it
It don't
100.
cost you $1 to subscribe.
Subscribe on our YouTube channel, Spotify. We
Even
on
if you gonna
Spotify.
hate, if you gonna hate on us, subscribe.
Yeah,
if you gonna love us,
Subscribe.
I ain't gonna lie, I love the hate. The hate.
We need some hate comments.
fuels.
Somebody give us some hate comments,
Yeah,
man.
it fuels us.
I
I'm
see
not gonna lie.
I love the
Remember-
love comments though.
Remember, I am not Steve Harvey. If you want to subscribe, we 150. We going on one. We pushing for 150.
Yeah, we're pushing for 150 subscribers on YouTube. Again, we on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts. People also follow us on Instagram too now. Okay, please follow us on Instagram. We is coming up with daily content.
But that's
all right?
one thing they is doing. They following the Instagram.
Yes, they are. We appreciate all that.
Oh, they showing hella love on TikTok.
Oh, yeah,
Hella
TikTok
love
too.
on
TikTok.
TikTok too. Yeah.
So we appreciate
for
it.
sure though. So follow us on those platforms, and we appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying, tuning in. We are out of here. Yay!
John Sutty.